Coronado High School football coach Kurt Hines has posted messages on social media for years and developed a following of nearly 45,000 on Twitter. Recently, he posted this tweet on his perspective on the state of our country.
When an athlete gets hurt, the first thing we do is run over to them. We kneel down and we listen to them. We find out what's hurting, and then we do all we can to help get them back on their feet as soon as possible. Our country has been a lot like an injured player for far too long. And instead of kneeling down and listening, we've been throwing a blanket on the situation, trying to put Band-Aids on the situation, not really getting to the heart of the issue. And that's why this injury continues to get worse and worse and worse over the years.
Earlier today, I had a chance to ask Coach Hines about that message and how he talks with his players about current events and how to respond.
And the correlation for me is that we're hurting as a country. We're an injured country, and we can't throw a Band-Aid on the situation. That hasn't worked. It's caused more damage over the years. And we need to kneel down together, literally or figuratively, and listen.
What advice would you, if any, would you give to your players if they wanted to post on social media and take a stance and make a message or post a message about how they're feeling right now?
I encourage it. And I always say, you don't want to post something that's just going to be retweeted or popular. Post from the heart, but at the same time, realize that once it's out there forever. You could put something out there that you give a second thought to after you post it, and 5 minutes later, 30 people could have screenshotted it. So I do think social media is a tremendous tool if used correctly, but realize that it's the World Wide Web, and it's out there forever.
You have a lot of followers on Twitter, and you have a big voice out there. And I'm wondering if you think it's your responsibility to put something out there.
Yeah, it's definitely not something that I felt like I had to do. But at the same time, I feel like those that have been blessed with a certain platform, to be a teacher or a coach or someone in your position, when we have an audience, I think sometimes silence says more than our words do. So I think if we sit back and say nothing, it's easy to tweet out after a big win. I'm proud of our guys, love our guys, or when someone gets a scholarship offer. But I think it's a lot more impactful when we do speak up during times of trouble and uncertainty, and let not just our players, but our community know that we're there for them.
At some point, this is something that you will address with your players, I'm sure, knowing who you are. What kind of message will you send to your players about what's going on?
I think the greatest message I can send is that I'm there to listen. Because I think it's a dangerous thing sometimes when we as teachers and parents and coaches assume we know how they feel. And it doesn't matter the color of their skin. You could have someone that, is a white person like, you and I are, that has a black stepfather or stepmother, or we may not know. As I talked to you earlier, I have a son-in-law who's black, who's one of the greatest men I've ever met. And he's not one of the greatest black men I've ever met. He's just, period, one of the greatest men I've ever met. So I think the message is, first and foremost, in my opinion, I'm here to listen. And then guide those directions towards compassion and love. Because, one of the greatest things I feel about sports is you don't see that divide in sports. You have people coming from all walks of life with a common goal, and that stuff doesn't happen, or very, very rarely, in the locker room or on the field or in the weight room.
LA Chargers